Hey, it's Tim from Happy Mag here. I'm going to show you a brand new plugin from Slate Digital, the FGX2. It's a mastering suite plugin that has the tools in it to master your music. Can you or should you master your own music makes for an interesting question. What we are seeing now is the advent of self-sufficiency. It's people like Mike Dean who are famously known for both their mixing and mastering. There's also a certain amount of confidence that you should give yourself if you're already involved in every step of your music, like the writing, the recording, the production, the mixing. Why not just creep over to the mastering and see what happens? If you don't know about Slate Digital, they make a huge range of plugins from EQs, compressors, tape emulations, reverbs, delays, synths, amp sims, and more. They have a very affordable all-access pass across a few different subscriptions, so you can check that out. With a plugin like the Slate Digital FGX2, you do get those tools that you need to master your music, so it can stand up alongside other commercial releases. Today we're going to put this across a beat that I recently made. The foundation of this beat is from Jonty from one of our Somewhere Sounds sample packs. We'll link you to that below. So let's check out the FGX2. I'm going to fire up a few settings on the FGX2 just to get you started for mastering. I'm going to open up the Advanced tab. On the compressor, I just want a ratio of like 4:1, something small. I'm going to do a fairly medium attack, fairly fast release, and I'll play with the threshold to get it just slightly pumping under 1 dB. I'm going to open up all the meters. I want to see all those meters because after all, I'm mastering. I'm going to click on this. I'll go to the metering tab, select title, for example. That'll show the target range, -10 LUFS. I'm going to change that to peak metering. Speaking of that, I'm going to come over here and engage true peak limiting. And then I'm going to make my ceiling -1. This is the limiter section. I'm going to leave that stuff alone. And I'm going to select punchy because I want this to punch through. With the diver, I'm going to make it 24-bit and I'm going to make it ultra. Just like the sound of it. So check this out. I've taken all the elements of my beat and sent them to a mix bus. That's coming into here and the FGX2 is on it. Then out of there, I'm coming into an audio channel where I'm going to record what I do. Here we go. That's too pumping. I'm going to bring the threshold right down. Just a nice glue. I mean, here's what happens if I go too much. Just squashes it. So that's nice. Let a few lows through. Make it a little wider. Decrease the mid-side link a little bit. You can see this square moving. Over here, we'll bring some low punch in. Bit of 69 Hertz, hey? There we go. Bring some top detail in. And let's bring some drive in. Drive is really helping get to our -10 target, but let's increase the gain to get us there. Let's add some low punch, smooth it out a little bit. That's feeling pretty good. Okay, so here's FGX2. Both the limiter and the compressor have a little power on and off button, which is pretty cool. So you can hear what you're doing. There's sidechain. And then this little square in here actually moves and you can see what's happening. This is mid-side link. This is the width. So to the right, we'll squash the mids more to make it more wide. To the left, we'll squash the sides more to make it more narrow. Got your ratio here. You can also type that in if you like. You've got your attack, your release, and your threshold. And then you've got your input. Onto the metering. I like opening up all the meters so you can see it all working. I also like having it on true peak and engaging that over here as well. Speaking of metering, come over here, come into the metering tab, and then say, hey, we want to see what it's going to do for title. You want to hit that target range there. And then finally, this limiter over here, you've got your low punch frequency and your high detail frequency, and then you can increase the volume of those there. Got your gain, your transients, drive and balance. As you can see, there's a nice little dialog box that loads up. If that annoys you, you can turn it off up the top here. And you can put your ceiling here as well. So that's the maximum of your limiter. You can do it there, or you can click and drag it here. There's your dither down over here. And then your 4 modes of clear, tight, punchy, and loud. And you also have this pretty cool feature where you can hear constant gain monitoring. That's pretty cool. As well as, don't miss this, you can hear the difference that's being removed by the limiter. You can hear the mids only, sides only, left only, and right only. I can actually see a place for these in a creative use. And that's pretty much it. You do have an A, B, so you can try out a few different settings. And then a few little things, reset all, go back, undo. You can save presets. Maybe if you're working on an album or an EP, you might want to save a mastering preset and do them all at once. And if you want, you can choose a genre and start from there. Mastering is becoming less and less of a dark art, and with plugins like this, you can be guided through that final sculpting of your music. I found that this plugin was really easy to use, and I can envision someone who's new to mastering in the process being able to dig in. I would have loved an EQ included in this plugin, especially since it's called the Mastering Suite, but there was enough there to use. You should use the advanced controls to really dig in to suit the song. I also don't think that this plugin should be limited, pun intended, to just the mix. You could also use it on a drum bus or drum group, or an instrument group, or even just a single instrument. You can get the FGX2 as part of the All Access Pass. That's about $149 a year, or you can get it as a standalone plugin for $199 Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time for more stuff that we find exciting.